Hello friends, hope you are all fine and doing well. We are now in the last habit of the book by Stephen Covey, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. We have seen all the habits in a series form. I have shared the links of all the habits below in the description. This book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, presents a framework for living with fairness, integrity, honesty, and human dignity. Principles that help us embrace change and take control of life's opportunities. Achieving these goals requires an increased capacity for both change and improvement. By applying these 7 habits, we and our organization will inevitably become more productive and proactive. Stephen Covey begins his chapter on Habit 7, Sharpen the Saw, with the story of a woodcutter who is training to cut down a tree. His blade is dull, he is exhausted, but he is too busy and just doesn't have the time nor the motivation to stop to sharpen his saw. Although he knows that he is becoming less and less productive, and the process of non-stop cutting is making his saw more dull, and the only solution is to stop periodically and sharpen the saw. This story perfectly encapsulates the stress of modern life, where we know that we must upgrade our skills, but sometimes we fail to do anything about it because we are too busy to step away from work. If we are stuck somewhere in our life, and the same problems and challenges are coming again and again in our life, that means we are not learning and we are not stopping to sharpen our saw. Abraham Lincoln says, and I quote, "Give me 6 hours to chop down a tree, and I will spend the first 4 sharpening the axe." Unquote. An axe is a strength multiplier. We can be the strongest lumberjack in the world, but with a dull axe, we are in trouble. Failing to devote some time daily for self-renewal will have a negative impact on our productivity and effectiveness, as well as on our levels of performance in both the short and the long term. Sharpen the saw means preserving and enhancing the greatest asset you have, and that is you. It means having a balanced program for self-renewal in all the 4 dimensions of our life: physical, spiritual, mental, and social-emotional. Let's discuss each dimension. First, the physical dimension. The physical dimension deals with taking care of our physical body. If we want to become highly effective and successful, then health is going to be a key element, because if our body is unhealthy, then it becomes extremely difficult to bring productivity or great ideas. With a healthy body, we have all the strength and vigor that is required to take on the challenges of life. So we take care of our health by eating a good diet full of nutrition and focusing on regular exercise. Sharpening our health will reflect on our work. Second, the spiritual dimension. The spiritual dimension is expressed in the need for a greater sense of purpose and meaning. Without meaning and purpose, our lives feel empty and we start to feel disconnected. Spirituality recognizes that our role in life has a greater value than what we do every day. It can relieve us from dependence on material things and help us to understand our life's greater purpose. Spirituality can also be used as a way of coping with change or uncertainty. Spirituality is something that connects us to the omniscient power in the universe. Increasing our spirituality helps us boost our own human characteristics of kindness, patience, self-acceptance, and self-awareness. we become more flexible, understanding, and wise. One of the most important aspects of developing spiritually is that as our spirituality grows, our fears shrink. Taking some time out for meditation, prayers, and nature helps us replenish ourselves spiritually. It also adds a lot to our performance. Third, the mental dimension. We should also concentrate on mental wellness as well, so that we can sharpen our brain more effectively. The mental dimension can be improved straightforwardly by reading books that increase our knowledge, participating in a course that relates to our work, learning a new language, or taking part in some intellectual discussions. These activities may help us become mentally sharp and boost our efficiency at work. Fourth, the social emotional dimension. Social emotional dimension is all about creating social connections with others that are meaningful. Different studies show that socialization is quite effective to eliminate stress. It provides a way to learn new ideas and share our thoughts with others. By improving the social dimension, it becomes easy to have positive interactions with others. So, in the end, I would conclude by saying that leaders who sharpen their saw continuously not only perform at higher efficiency levels, they also inspire others to embrace a culture of self-improvement. Sharpening the saw or constant learning to upgrade and keep up with the changing dynamics is even more crucial in the coming years because the quantum and pace of change will only increase. In such a situation, sharpen the saw and all the other habits which we have discussed from this book of 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, if implemented, will help us to become more successful, more happy, and highly effective. Thanks for watching this video. I am extremely grateful for all your valuable feedbacks, likes, and comments. Thank you.